Marstin.
Right now.
If you're...
How?
You...
We should...
Envoy. I took... She looked... Archibald, can't believe this is happening.
A familiar face. And you... parrot... It's remarkable how hard... Perhaps... I am... mortal comfort. Goodbye. And Yardsley.
Oh, yes. We'll...
My research awaits.
I know it's crowded, but I promise we're safer in here.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? I didn't mean it like that. Envoy, you're back! We came running as soon as we saw the ships. I'm not very tough. Tazarak probably saved my life. I've never seen a Zorab fight like that. I didn't know he had it in him. We wouldn't be here without you.
What happens in Donjon shall ripple across the living lands.
Giata, where have you been?
Where haven't I been? I journeyed to the heart of the living lands, where time held its breath, and dreams have more substance than reality.
We smell sick. Should we run?
No?
Envoy, I knew you'd show up eventually.
How is Emerald
Drama, when I... Likewise. Eh?
Thank you.
Once the battle is over, I call dibs on the corpses.
Thank you, Tarot. I have no... Whatever, if Eddie, future generation, only if that's do the right... I believe in you.
The envoy. Is that you? Yeah. I don't know.
The living lands needs me. That's what Temerity said. If this is how I repay my debt to her for killing a man in her life...
You. Once word about I... Yes, it all comes down to this.
When we strike as Tarkrunen, we strike as one. Trust your comrades, and you will lead each other to victory. Show the Steel Carol who built the living lands.
Hey, Giada. How are you holding up after seeing those, plant people?
So those green people in the garden, those were...
Envoy, didn't think I'd be seeing you. From one battlefield to another, eh? Dreams rolls and now this. Ludwig's a loose cannon, and the Steel Garrote don't answer to anyone from her.
Miha,
When you
did you meet your god there?
it's
Everyone, please. It's been weeks, Envoy.
Sapadal was
so you say.
There won't be any. Unfortunately, this will be a process. The dreams go.
I suppose it stands to reason. What of this god, then? Ludwig had
The god, you can.
Preposterous or not, it's up. The godless yearned to build something new. I suspect this god of theirs, Sapadal, was created from... Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank. They are right.
We were no stranger to them.
Similar and the god.
Let's hope that...
Having keeping what?
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back...
But come, Inquisitor... You did. Well, she...
Ludwig's run through the militia.
All right. Oh, cheer. So long as...
Then we destroy her faith and the rest of her. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp.
It is not, I think... Well, you might not believe me, but it was Ludwig who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She...
The Steel Garrote broke, as far as we can, with citizens still.
You couldn't have...
Some paradisans got out.
Thirdborn still. Though you may, I could bring no. Likewise, the keep was safe. Most of my men remain at the.
Well, we can't agree on...
There are.
So you... Even if our meet... This... Precise... The lawful settlement, or the... She could... I don't think... Remember, and neither the Steel Garrote...
Because of the...
Sure.
Who else should I blame it? Exactly.
You could start.
Ludwig's the muscle. I'm merely...
What good are you as a diplomat?
The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against one.
When I...
I know it will. We will do that.
Where was
My adherent...
Spoken order and dignity.
Isn't Paradise? It's port. It's trade.
What passes between Lud... But if I had... The Inquisitor answers only to Wodka. An attack.
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to... Ludwig, what will his... Before you face Lud, but whatever you... Well, don't leave me in suspense. I believe...
Solid. third.
Right.
Wonderful.
It is decided. I will tell the Emperor's men that Paradise will become a colony of Adi. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. Not even the... You must...
Whatever happens...
She better...
I'm proud to fight it. Let's get to work. The Paradise militia will be at your back.
Kick her ass, Envoy.
Gather your... Gods be with...
Let's...
So we're going...
Let's go free it.
What? Really? As for you, good luck.
Who was that again?
Coward. Snivel. I did... Well, yes, for all of us. Marius.
We all have.
I can see...
Some things, sure. I'm starting to think...
Give the steel...
Tomorrow will...
Envoy?
I can't... Wait to give the Steel Garrote a piece of my mind. The reckoning is long overdue.
Do you follow? What do you... What? I'm not... No. I plan... Well, good.
See that?
Everybody all right?
Freedom!
Stop! Let's get her!
Onward, watch your left!
That'll show him.
Hold it. Left. Left. Charge!
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
That'll teach you!
What are you?
What was that?
You shouldn't be
About time. I saw a few. I imagine. Listen, take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the. You shouldn't find. I wished. Well. Armies and their toys.
I'm with shorthand for all my best to you, envoy.
Go on, get out there.
Envoy, am I ever want to go home?
I heard something. You can't hide.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Your days are
For our freedom!
Show you. Stop right now.
Found you.
Take a moment, people.
Envoy over here. What even? What? You'd know better. I can't. God.
That's assuming the envoy never died before here. No one can.
Stay up. Be seeing you, Envoy.
Envoy!
Make the Inquisitor proud!
Check your right.
Taking the main plaza. I'll stay behind. Just don't do anything foolish.
I let you have that one.
And stay down.
Boudica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we?
This is it, Envoy. The only part that matters.
She could use some payback for Naku Kuber, don't you think? Let's make sure she stays dead this time, all right, dearie?
There you are.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? Our
Okay.
Look around. He failed.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down.
Gladly.
Famous.
You...
What? Your god of blame!
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Take her down!
Come on! Let's give her look! One last time!
Whoa! Queen among queens! Send me your aid! Again, Boudica! Help me! One last time!
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together. Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. They hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sappadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. The Living Lands is now a colony of the Adiran Empire. New governments replace the old. An imperial law reigns over the frontier. An age of order and discipline is just over the horizon. The rebels of Paradise are not so fortunate. Over the years, more of their hidden sanctuaries are rooted out by the Emperor's soldiers, until they have nowhere left to run. They flee, or perish. The refugees of Emerald Stair find a cold welcome in the city of Paradise. Animancy is frowned upon, but their knowledge of agriculture is highly valued. The first bountiful harvest improves relations. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. However, the Empire does not tolerate forbidden research. Animancy is forced into dark alleys, away from the eyes of the law. The people of Shatterscarp find themselves caught between two sides, with Adirans keeping rule over the colony, and Dream Thralls still stalking the hills. Despite the steady flow of Adiran goods, some Thirdborners leave the city, trusting their chances with monsters more than those with an empire. The ones who remain watch with wariness and patience, waiting to see if Adir might let down its guard. For a brief but hopeful moment, Solace Keep opens the fortress doors to the new rulers of the Living Lands, allowing Adirans to come and go as they please. But the peace does not hold. Lacking patience for the Empire's unyielding demands, Mihala shuts the doors once again, issuing a warning. Those who trespass in Solace Keep will not leave alive. The Adirans waste no time gathering their forces, for an example must be made. When Kai returns to Thirdborn, he's no longer running. He finds a town that's been diminished by struggle, conflict, and tragedy. He finds home. He helps repair Thirdborn's walls and train its defenders, carrying on Tama's legacy. And while his labors do not restore all that was lost, they build something new. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however,
Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradis and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. Such is the life of an animancer. At least now she has the right tools for the job, and new friends to help her through hard times. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yardsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sopadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sopadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts, and on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, be
Forever.
Silence falls over Paradis, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it. The Paradis, the